Do you ever feel like you're performing, even when you're alone? Like there's always a version of you trying to look okay, sound right, be enough? Sometimes you even catch yourself doing it. Trying to sound wiser, happier, more together than you really feel. We all do it. Because somewhere along the way, we learned that being ourselves wasn't safe enough. So we built a persona and started living from it. But after a while, that persona begins to suffocate us. No matter how perfect we make it, it never feels real. You wake up one day and realize you've been carrying an image of yourself for so long, you can't tell where it ends and you begin. You notice the effort behind every word, every smile. You can sense the performance, even in silence. It's confusing, isn't it? You try to be better. You read. You meditate. You self-reflect. But somehow, it still feels false. Like you're polishing a mask you no longer believe in. The more you try to be someone, the emptier it feels. That quiet ache inside, that's the emptiness of becoming. You start to see it. The self you built to survive is still running the show. It learned what to say to be loved, how to act to be accepted, how to hide to stay safe. It helped once. It kept you from falling apart. But now, it's outdated. It doesn't protect you anymore. It keeps you small. And you can't just drop it. Because the persona isn't just ideas. It carries memories, guilt, mistakes. It holds every time you tried to be enough and couldn't. You can't tear it off without feeling everything it once protected you from. So you live in this strange in-between. Awake enough to see it, but not free enough to step out of it. Sometimes that makes you question everything. I've done the work, so why do I still feel stuck? I understand what's happening, so why do I still react? That's the trap of awareness. You can see your patterns clearly, but you can't yet stop reliving them. Most people give up there. But that's where the deeper work begins. The answer isn't peace, not yet. The answer is watching. Learning to stay with yourself when the old reactions rise. Not fixing them. Not analyzing. Just seeing them. When guilt comes, name it. When the old story plays, listen. Every time you watch instead of become, something loosens. A small space opens between you and the noise. That space, that's the beginning of freedom. It doesn't feel like joy. It feels like nothing. But in that nothing, you're not trapped inside the act anymore. And yes, sometimes it hurts. Because the moment you stop distracting yourself, the truth rushes in. The truth of how tired you are. How hard you've tried. How much of your life was lived from fear. Take a breath. That's not failure. That's awareness taking root. If you've come this far, take a moment to like this video. It helps others find this space too. And if you're new here, stay with me for a while. We walk this journey together. When you watch yourself honestly, you start noticing something. Thoughts don't wait for permission. They appear, speak, and fade. The same with emotions. You never decide to feel guilt or sadness. They arise on their own. When you stop identifying with them, when you see them as movements of mind, not you, the whole idea of someone starts to crack. You realize how fragile the persona really is. It depends on being seen, validated, remembered. It needs an audience. But awareness doesn't. Awareness simply watches. And still, you're human. You feel. You care. So you live between two worlds. The world of roles, and the quiet background that never changes. That's the practice, not escaping, but balancing. Living in the play, knowing it's a play. Letting the persona act, but remembering you're more than it. Sometimes you'll fall back into the old self completely. You'll defend, explain, apologize for existing. Then you'll remember again and smile a little. That's all it takes. Remembering. Not fixing. Awareness grows like that, not in lightning strikes, but in small, honest moments where you see yourself clearly and choose not to turn away. You don't need to erase your history. You just stop letting it decide who you are now. The persona will keep replaying old guilt and mistakes. That's what it does. Your job is simply to notice and say, I see you. Once something is seen in truth, it can't control you the same way again. You begin to understand. And understanding doesn't mean solving. It just means staying open, thinking about it all. Me, myself, and I. You can see your own illusion, and still be caught in it. That's the human part of awakening. Not clean. Not enlightened. Just awake enough to witness. So stop trying to be someone. Stop trying to become what your mind imagines you should be. Start noticing who's doing the trying. Start watching the watcher. Slowly, life begins to show you what you are without your effort to define it. But what happens next? When the old persona really starts to dissolve, when you begin to live without the story, that's where we'll go next. When the old persona begins to fall apart, it doesn't feel peaceful. It feels like losing gravity, like nothing means anything anymore. You feel empty, detached, sometimes sad, sometimes bored. But underneath, there's turmoil. A kind of inner storm that no one sees. You want to feel alive again. You want to care, to feel like you used to. But no matter what you do, nothing works. You listen to music, it doesn't move you. You talk to people, you feel distant. You try old hobbies, they feel meaningless. It's like life drained of color. And the worst part, you can't explain it. The mind says something's wrong. The heart says something's ending. Both are right. Because the self you used to be is gone. And what's left hasn't formed yet. This isn't depression. It's a dismantling. A system reboot. The body, mind, and heart are learning to live without the old story. That's why it hurts. Because you can't go back. But you also can't move forward yet. You're standing in the gap between who you were and who you're becoming. If you've been feeling this too, tell me in the comments how it shows up for you. We're not alone in this part of the journey. And if this message is speaking to you, take a moment to like the video, it helps it reach others who might need it right now. It's raw, lonely, unbearable at times. It's also sacred. Because the emptiness you're feeling is not a mistake, it's space being made. When the false self dies, silence takes its place. Not because nothing's left, but because truth hasn't spoken yet. Stay there. Don't rebuild too soon. The mind will panic. It will say, I need a goal. I need a purpose. I need a new me. That's the last trick of the old self. It's trying to recreate itself in spiritual clothes. The healed one. The awakened one. The one who finally figured it out. But that's just another persona. Another performance. Let it collapse too. Let yourself be nothing for a while. Emptiness isn't failure. It's the pause before authenticity. It's life clearing the stage. So, don't fill it. Don't rush it. Let the silence stretch. Let it hurt. Let it confuse you. Because when the storm passes, what's left is real. You'll still have to live. You'll still wake up, talk to people, cook, clean, work, decide. The difference is subtle. You won't need those things to define you anymore. You can act without performing. You can care without pretending. You can be quiet and still feel whole. That's what living without roles looks like. Not dramatic. Just simple. Real. Life becomes less about meaning and more about being here. You'll notice small things again. Light on a wall. Wind in the trees. Moments that don't ask anything of you. Ordinary life turns sacred. Because it's no longer a show. And then something deeper begins. Not awareness, understanding. Understanding sees that even the watcher isn't separate from what it watches. Life is watching itself through you. Understanding itself through you. Thoughts rise. Emotions pass. Actions happen. And you stop trying to manage it all. You live from a quieter place. Not detached, just open. The world softens. Even pain feels different, less personal, more alive. You realize nothing needs to be fixed. Only seen. Only understood. That understanding is love in its purest form. Eventually, you stop caring whether the persona appears or not. You know it's just a costume. Useful sometimes. Harmless when you see through it. You don't have to destroy it. You just stop worshipping it. Let it speak when needed. Let it rest when not. True freedom isn't about having no self. It's about not being trapped inside one. You become transparent. Nothing to defend. Nothing to prove. Nothing to hide. That's when life starts to flow again. Not because you found a new identity, but because you stopped clinging to any. You don't need to find yourself. You just stop losing yourself in the image of who you think you should be. If you stayed with me this far, I'd love to hear what part resonated most with you. Write a few words below. I always read what you share. If this message found you, take a breath. You're exactly where you need to be. The emptiness will pass. The quiet will fill with something softer, not excitement, not euphoria, just peace that doesn't depend on a story. Thank you for being here with me. Take care of your heart. And may love always guide your path.